Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I wanted to share some makeup products that I cannot stop using. I honestly have not put these down since I tried them. They're that good. Whether they last all day long or they just sit really nicely on the skin or they're quick and easy to use, these really are just daily makeup game changers. I love using them whether I'm doing something really light natural or something a little bit more dramatic, whether I have a lot of time or not very much time at all. These are such good products and they really are my favorites right now. So I wanted to share them with you in today's video. They're all under $20. They're all like drugstore related products with the exception of two. And I think I got them all within the last few months, but they're not necessarily all brand new releases, just newer to me. So let's jump into it and I'll share these products with you guys because I cannot stop using them. Let me start with an eyeshadow palette. I've tried a good amount of palettes this year and I've discovered a lot of good palettes, but not necessarily a ton of standout palettes that I've wanted to use every single day. But this is one that I cannot put down. It's from LA Girl. It's the Sunkissed Glow eyeshadow palette. So I saw this on Ulta's website and I was kind of on the fence because I wanted to try it. I loved the shades in it. But I do have a lot of neutral palettes in my collection. The reason why I picked it up is because I love LA Girl's formula, but pretty much all of the LA Girl palettes I have are on the more colorful side, and they have really vibrant, intense shadows. And this one just has a lot of staple neutrals, so I figured I would be able to get a lot of use out of it, and I definitely have. I do have this on my eyes today, so I have this color as a transition, this color in the crease, and then all over the lid I just have this shade on top of the gold. I kind of mixed those two together. It's just a quick, easy look. It honestly took me just a few minutes, and that's what I love about this palette. This formula is really easy to work with. It's a little more of a buildable formula, and that's why I've really been enjoying it because you're not going to get over-the-top pigmentation as soon as you dip your brush in. You're going to get something a little bit softer. It's a very silky formula, so as you apply it, you get a light, almost sheer layer, and then you can gradually build it up and get more intense pigmentation if that's what you're going for. It has a great range of shades, so you get some lighter, softer shades as well as some deep smoky shades, and again, a good mix of shimmers and mattes. The matte shadows are, again, a little bit softer, very blendable, super silky. The shimmers are really smooth. They're not glittery, they don't have a lot of texture to them, and they really don't have any fallout at all. They just look really smooth and even on the eyes. My eyelids have been a little bit dry. That's just like an ongoing issue that I deal with throughout the year, and some eyeshadows can really enhance that dryness, and then it just makes my eyelid look even worse. This just kind of glides over any problem areas if I am dealing with something like that. So I love this. I think you get a ton of options, a lot of product for a really great price point, and the quality is really nice too. So I've been using it a ton. So I have loved this product for a while, but I recently rediscovered it. We went out of town and I packed this in my travel makeup bag, and I used it the entire time we were gone, and then once we got back, I was still using it pretty much every single day. It's the Ulta Beauty 3-in-1 Cheek Palette, and I have a California Sunlight. This is so gorgeous. I love this product because it just looks really natural on the skin. So you get a bronzer, a highlighter, and a blush. You can totally mix all three together. You can use them alone. It's a big enough palette that you can take your brush and dip into each individual product without feeling like you're mixing them together. But I have been mixing them together a lot. I'll take the highlight and the blush and just kind of use my brush and go back and forth and then apply it to my cheeks for such a pretty glowy blush. I'll do the same thing with the highlight and the bronzer for a glowy bronzer. I like this highlight because it's not over the top. It definitely gives you like that soft, subtle, glowing from within look. I think the formula is very similar to the Hourglass formula. It's not quite as thin, or I guess not quite as silky, but very, very close. And again, on the cheeks, you're really not going to notice the difference. And the reason why I like Hourglass blushes is because they mix in just like a small amount of that light reflecting powder. So even though they might have a matte finish, it gives your skin like this unexplained natural radiance. And I feel like that's what you get out of this product. They do have deeper shades available as well. Like I said, this one is California Sunlight. I like this one just because it's a little bit more subtle. It's not too over the top. It's not too warm toned. It definitely leans a little bit more neutral, almost cool toned, which is kind of different because I have a lot of super warm blushes that I've been enjoying a lot for the summer. So I can't get enough of this. I think it is the perfect everyday 3-in-1 option. While you're on the topic of glowy cheeks, there are two other cheek products I want to share with you guys. So one's a cream, one's a liquid. I tried the Makeup Revolution Ultra Cream Bronzer. I don't think I've ever fallen in love with a product as quickly as this one. This looks flawless on the skin. Every time I fall in love with a cream product, it blows me away because even like a year ago, I wasn't into cream products, but it's products like this that always change my mind because this looks so good on the skin. I don't know that I've tried another cream bronzer that looks this good on the skin. It sits so perfectly. It looks smooth and even. Again, I have a video using this and a lot of these products, so I'll link related videos in the description if you guys want to see them in action. But it's such a gorgeous formula. Now, I always set my cream products into place with powder, but if you are someone who doesn't feel like you need to set cream products, you are going to love the intense, glowy, dewy finish of this product because it looks amazing on the skin. It builds really well, it lasts on the skin. It really is just such a perfect formula. I don't have one complaint about this. I love how it looks on the skin, and every single time I use it, I feel like I have a good makeup day. I'm wearing it today, and it really is so good. So if you haven't tried this yet, I definitely recommend picking it up. I think it's like $8. It's definitely worth trying. I feel like I've talked about this product in a few videos, but you guys, it is so good. It's the Flower Beauty Spotlight Liquid Highlighter. I have the shade Opal. I feel like they've been sold out on Ulta's website for a little while because I kind of want to pick up a second shade. Opal is like my perfect highlight shade. I have this on today. I feel like it gives my skin a really bright, glowy effect. But again, this is the type of product that I feel like I can use whether I'm doing something quick and easy or something a little bit more dramatic. It really is such a perfect formula. I've never been a fan of liquid highlighters or really liquid blushes or any type of liquid cheek product because I've kind of been intimidated by them. I've always been afraid they're just going to mess my makeup up, and because highlighter is typically like the last step in my routine, if my makeup is done well and then I apply a product that messes it up, it is the worst. But that doesn't happen with this one. This one sits on top of makeup so well, whether I'm applying it on top of powder, on top of foundation. It's just such a nice formula. It melts into the skin in such a pretty way, and it lasts on the skin all day long. When I go to wash my face at the end of the night, like even if the rest of my makeup is off, which is not the case, especially if I'm using these products, this is still super intense, really beaming, and I love it. You can use a really small amount. You can go in with a lot of it for a really intense highlight. You can also mix it with a cream blush. It's such a pretty product, and I love how it looks every single time I use it. So I cannot get enough of this. I love this product so, so much. I want them to come out with blushes in the same format. I know they have those like serum type liquid blushes, and I love those, but I feel like there's something about this formula in particular that just looks so good on the skin. So it would be nice to see like bronzers and blushes because this really has become a daily staple of mine. So I've had this product in my makeup collection. It's the Milk Makeup Hydro Grip Set and Refresh Spray. And I wasn't really using it as a setting spray because I don't use setting sprays every single day. I more so use them on like special occasions just because I usually like how my makeup turns out right when I'm done. And sometimes the setting spray can kind of change the finish of your makeup. So I decided to try this as a priming spray. And I don't know why I hadn't done that sooner because this is the perfect priming spray. This just creates the most hydrated, refreshed base, but it also locks my makeup into place a little bit longer. The Milk Makeup Hydro Grip Primer really does lock my makeup into place well. It did make my skin break out a little bit, which is why I do prefer to use alternatives, but this does not make my skin break out. And I feel like they took the best parts of that primer and put it in a liquid form. So not only is this really hydrating, super refreshing on the skin, I feel like it's such a nice way to kick off your makeup routine. It also makes my makeup last longer and just creates a nice, perfect base before I go in with anything. Unlike the Milk Makeup Hydro Grip Primer, it doesn't really feel sticky or tacky on the skin. So it's not like you get that gripping feel that you get when you use a gripping primer, but there's something in it that still makes my makeup last a little bit longer. And my foundation just applies so beautifully when I have like this perfect, refreshed, hydrated base because of this product. This is just a mini. They do sell a full-sized bottle of this, but I never go through entire bottles of setting sprays, sometimes priming sprays, but it takes me a really long time. So I figured a mini would be the perfect size. I discovered a new foundation that I love. It's been a while since I've tried a new foundation I've fallen in love with, and when Makeup Revolution released this one, it just sounded like it was going to be perfect for my skin type, for my preferences. It's the IRL Filter Longwear Foundation. So I wear the shade F5. I used this in a video not too long ago, and I mixed F3 and F5 together, and the result was just way too light for me. When I originally got F5, it was slightly too dark, but that was a little while ago. And then I did get a slight tan, and I feel like now it's actually a perfect match for me. It's a little more neutral leaning than I typically go, but I feel like it actually works well. This foundation has the most beautiful texture. It is a super lightweight foundation, but it has really, really good coverage. As you blend it onto the skin, it looks and feels so smooth, and it almost has like a little bit of a velvety texture to it, or almost like, I don't want to say a whipped texture, but you know how whipped products feel really light on the skin? That's how this one feels. It blends in, it stays in place well, it sits on the skin so nicely, and I'm just really, really impressed by it. If you're a fan of more full coverage matte foundations, but you find that they can feel uncomfortable or look heavy or look cakey, try this formula, because I feel like, I don't know exactly how they did it, but they created the perfect long-wearing matte foundation that doesn't feel heavy or cakey on the skin. This product paired with this spray is perfect as well, because you can just kick off your routine with a nice hydrated base and then apply this on top, and you get more of that matte finish, but your skin feels so refreshed underneath. But I'm just impressed by the quality of this. It's definitely going to be one of my go-to formulas now. There are 2 lip products I wanted to share with you in today's video, so I'm not wearing these today because I was just kind of feeling a red lip, and that doesn't happen super often, so when inspiration strikes, I feel like I have to go with it. But I picked this product up because I saw someone on TikTok talking about it. That's the tough part about TikTok. If you don't save the video, it's like impossible to find, and I tried to search for it, but their video made me want to try this so badly because it just looked effortlessly beautiful, and I feel like that's why I do love it so much. It's the Rare Beauty Stay Vulnerable Glossy Lip Balm, and I got the shade Nearly Neutral. So honestly, this has been on my list for a while. I think I mentioned it in like a Sephora wishlist video a while ago when they first launched it, and I've been curious about it ever since. So one day I decided just to pick it up, and I'm so glad that I did, because this is something that I wear almost, well, I don't want to say almost every single day, because I do feel like I switch up my lip products fairly often, but I wear this a good majority of the week. I know that I wore it yesterday, but this is such a pretty formula. It really is a glossy lip balm. If you guys have tried like the Too Faced Hangover Pillow Balms, it's kind of like that type of formula with a little more of a glossy finish and also a hint of color. So it just feels so luxurious on the lips. It feels incredibly nourishing, really, really hydrating, but you get a really pretty glossy sheen, and I love this color so much. It really is one of my just go-to staple everyday shades. I have a lot of go-to staple everyday shades. It kind of depends on what I'm feeling, but what I love about this one is it's kind of similar to my natural lips, but better. It's a Your Lips But Better color. And they do have a lot of shades to choose from. They have more dramatic colors. I think this is probably one of the lightest shades, and it's just easy to use. It's a very effortless product that gives your lips the most beautiful shine, the most comfortable feel, and I really think it's just one of those like staple purse lip products. I have a lot of those these days, so I'm not saying you have to run out and buy this product or really any of these products at all, but I do feel like lip products are, I don't know, I can't get enough of them. There are so many good formulas out there, and I feel like I'm discovering all of them this year, and I want all of them, but I think what's nice about this one is it's kind of like my perfect shade and my perfect formula, so that combined together really does make it such a staple product for me. The last product truly is a daily staple because it's a lip balm, so it's something I use multiple times a day. This is the Ulta Beauty Tinted Jelly Balm, and I have 2. I have mango and then also watermelon. These smell like candy in the best way. They remind me of, I guess, like Jolly Ranchers, but they're even better. Like the mango one is the most perfect mango candy scent, and then same with watermelon too. These just look so good. Like when you look at them, they just make you want to apply them to the lips. I feel like the name Tinted Jelly Balm is absolutely perfect for these because they look just like really glossy jelly in the tube, and they're so comfortable on the lips. They're incredibly hydrating, so soft and easy to apply. And if you're someone who likes the feel of like the Tarte Maracuja Juicy Lips or the Makeup by Mario Moisture Glow Lip Serums, if you like that like melty, glossy, balmy feel, then I think you'll like this. This is not the same exact formula, but I feel like you almost get a similar effect in a lip balm. Like they're very soft, incredibly hydrating, so pretty on the lips. You just get a hint of color. So on days where I want something really soft, I'll just reach for mango. But if I want just like a slight berry lip color, I'll go for watermelon. And These are just some of the best lip balms I've ever tried. They're hydrating and effective, but the experience of using them is just so good. They're really, really underrated. I feel like the Ulta Beauty brand as a whole is pretty underrated. They have a ton of products, so I feel like it can be kind of overwhelming if you're shopping at Ulta or you're online and you're sorting through them, but definitely try the tinted lip jellies or the tinted jelly balms. I always call them lip jellies, and the face palette. You can't go wrong with these. Okay, guys, that is everything I wanted to share with you in today's video. These are makeup products that I'm just genuinely excited about. I've been loving them so much, and I can't stop using them. So I would love to know what you guys are loving in the comment section below. Let me know, and I'll see you guys very soon with a new video. Bye.